this little lassie, smart with lots of class. She caught me there behind her, in her looking glass. I tried to play it off, tighten my trousers around my chest. I wished her a good day, then noticed she was very blessed. Could not avert my eyes from the bosom she presents. With a wink and smile, I made her face turn red. Blushing bosom baby doll, I'm about to lay the smacketh down. Hit it from behind, my love, then turn that snatch around. 69 it no 67, spreading on my Rizz. Take you to pound down and fill you up with jizz. Warm, sticky summer night, the sweet and thick romance, charisma at its peak. On guard, your hands are down my pants. Starting at my chest, past my navel you descend. I laid it heavy and hard, my sweet, sweet summer is. No, 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 no,